All right, y'all, we got another culture war battle to talk about. The culture war is in full flight at the moment. So the new fake outrage of the day is that, bro, M&Ms introduce, like, female characters and stuff, and, like, LGBTQ characters and stuff, and, like, is the biggest story in the country, if you ask me, bro. Biggest story in the country. Okay, so, now, let me say up front, because I am the most nuanced man on planet Earth. Is this cringe of various corporations to, like, lean extra hard into this stuff? Yes, I agree. I think it is. Because it is, like, keep it real. It is, like, the definition of virtue signaling. It's like, who, us? No, we're good people, bro. We're not exploitative corporations. By the way, I don't know if it's with M&Ms in particular. I don't, like, is M&M under the Nestle brand? Because if it is, the Nestle brand, there was a Supreme Court case on this not too long ago, and basically the Supreme Court ruled, yes, Nestle, you can keep exploiting literal slavery overseas. And so, for a corporation that is involved in any way, shape, or form with that degree of exploitation, never mind that, but they also underpay workers that are in the developed world, etc. Like, you guys know the whole spiel. Like, these are vicious, ruthless corporations that don't care about the externalities of their company existing. They don't care about how they treat their workers. They don't care about how they treat the environment. They don't care. Like I said, Nestle literally uses slave labor. So for them to, like, put on this mask of virtuousness, like, bro, we like black people, we like all religions, we like women and stuff, we like the gay community, it is like a trick, effectively. So is it cringe? Am I going to grant the right that it is massively cringe if corporations lean into this stuff? It is. Now, the difference is, I understand why they do it. It really is not an ideological thing. What it's about is profit. It's about it's for the same reason they use slavery in the developing world. It's the same reason why they do this. It's just profit. So they know the cultural zeitgeist. They know people now, the polls show overwhelmingly people are pro-gay. And so they realize, like, oh, okay, let's exploit this in order to make more money. And, you know, black people buy this stuff too. Jews and gays and trans people and Muslims, they all buy this stuff too. So let's, like, let them know, hey, you're cool with us. Like, that's what this is, okay? So it is cringe. But I'm not outraged by it. It's not like, I don't care, right? Like, the main point I want to try to get across to you guys is, in all this culture war tripe, I don't care. It's a waste of time. It's a waste of mental energy. Like, why care about this at all? Well, the goofballs over at Fox, shout out to Matt here on Twitter, who put together some of the stuff that happened. I think this is just over a 24-hour period. Maybe it's like a couple days, but here's Fox News focusing on the outrage of the day.
Will M&Ms still melt in your hands if they identify as trans?
Apparently, there's new lesbian characters.
We need to run from women like the green M&M. I do not trust her.
Purple M&M was added to push acceptance and inclusivity.
You conniving, climbing little bitch.
If this is what you need for validation, I'm worried about you. I think this is the kind of thing that makes China say, like, oh, good, keep focusing on that. Yeah. Keep focusing on giving people their own color M&Ms while we, take over all of the mineral deposits in the entire world.
Is this orange?
That's probably my favorite one. Bro, as you're focusing on this, China is doing imperialism, and we should be the only ones allowed to do imperialism, bro. Come on. Your virtue signaling is distracting from our pillaging of the earth. Great point, bro. Great point.
A man or a woman? I don't know. Is this blue? Is it non-binary? Is it democratic? I don't know. It's blue. I don't know.
Women all know that the women that are like, I'm a woman and I'm pro-woman and look how pro-women I am. You can't trust them.
Green M&M is disgusting.
She's an opportunistic, evil bitch.
Wow.
Yeah, cool. There you go. Oh my god. Now, look, I'm going to get ahead of myself here a little bit. I'm going to do a separate story on this as well. But at the same time that they're flipping out over this story came out. The U.S. drops an average of 46 bombs a day. Why should the world see us as a force for peace? The U.S. has dropped 337,000 bombs and missiles in 20 years. And they go on to say here, now clutches its pearls over Russia. When Russia does it, when Russia invades Ukraine, that's bad. It's wrong. It's imperialistic. When we drop 46 bombs a day, Same thing. Now, maybe you're naive enough to think, bro, we're dropping bombs of love. Like, we're doing it because it's the right thing to do, bro. But I have a bridge to sell you if that's what you believe. So, you want to talk about missing the plot? And this is the problem with all this culture war crap, man, is that we live in a country where 63% of people are living paycheck to paycheck. We live in a country where 85 million people are uninsured or underinsured when it comes to their health insurance. We live in a country where Big Pharma is so corrupt. They've bought the government, and medicine that sells for $200 in the UK sells for $38,000 here. We can go on and on with the systemic degradation that's happening in front of us. We can go on and on, and you guys know all these facts. I've run through these facts far too many times. But you got CEOs used to make like 11 to 1 what the average worker made, and that's not even that long ago, and now they make like 340 to 1. You have the richest, 26 people on Earth. They have more wealth than the bottom half of the people on the planet. So over 3 billion people, like 3.5 billion people. This stuff is egregious. We live in a failed system, and these morons are melting down, no pun intended, over M&Ms. So, look, my conclusion looking at this is the same conclusion I've given you before, which is anybody who's so obsessed with this culture war stuff and leaning into it, whether it's on the side of like, who, me, bro? I'm a good person. I love diversity, bro. I'm not virtue signaling. Minorities are good, bro. I love minorities. Those people and the people who are equally as obsessed on the other side of the issue. This is the end of the country as we know it. This is the end of the country as we know it. We have some like trans M&M. Like, you're all idiots. You're all morons. You're all missing the bigger picture. But it's so much easier for people to get like worked up into a rage about the fake scandal of the day than it is about these deep systemic flaws, which I do think a lot of people just write off as like, that's just the natural order. That's just how it is. But that's not the way to think about it. Because so many things, most things, are changeable. But it's hard to change it when people are wasting their mental energy on stuff like this. So, anyway, there you have it. Goofballs on Fox News being goofballs.